up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Thanks again for being here with us. And today we want to talk to you guys about 3-day cruises. Is it worth putting all that money in just for a 3-day cruise? A lot of people have been asking this. I didn't know that was like a topic of debate.
Yeah.
Because we enjoyed it so much.
Yeah. I was like, wait, what do you mean? Why would it not be worth it?
Yeah.
Anyway,
we're gonna go in like our reasons why we think it's so worth it. The first thing that we think is so worth it is that it's a perfect lens for new time cruisers,
yes.
First time cruisers.
And for example, I was never a cruiser. I actually didn't know anything about like what happens on a cruise.
Yeah.
Obviously,
She was like, it's a boat.
Yeah, obviously I knew there was something like, I don't know. I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So as a first timer, I think it's a great chance to get an idea of what it is in a
Especially
short
if you're
period.
scared about getting seasick or being in a boat, even though you're never gonna get bored.
No. And especially with the whole seasick thing, like the first time we went, which was on a 3-day cruise, I didn't feel anything.
No.
The second time I felt it when we
first
actually moved.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel sick. I was just like, oh.
You feel the boat rocking a little.
Yeah, just on the initial. So for somebody that may have that fear, I would say go, because it's gonna be worth the fact that, you know, you're only gonna try it for a little bit, and you're gonna be able to stay long enough to see if you're sick the whole time, which I hope you're not.
No. And then they do sell like motion sickness pills, and you are allowed to bring medicine. If you're scared, just bring it.
Yeah.
But I think it's the perfect for first time cruiser. If you're a first time cruiser and you're kind of debating whether or not you're a cruise person, I will say do the 3-day one.
Definitely starter pack.
Yeah. Another reason we think it's so great is usually it's over a weekend or a long day weekend, so you don't really have to take time off of work. The kids are usually out of school if you have kids, so it's the perfect length. You're just gonna go a weekend getaway, Friday to Monday.
Yeah, especially if you are, you know, especially with PTO or taking time off away from home or school, it's not a lot that you're sacrificing.
Yeah, and even if you take a federal holiday, let's say 4th of July weekend, you don't have to take no time off from work, because you're gonna be off and the kids are gonna be up.
Right, so the time frame pretty much can fit pretty nicely with your schedule.
And I also say that it's gonna be an experience that every day is something new, because every day there's another theme. There's Pirates Night, there's Gala Night, there's like,
and then depending the season, it's Halloween night, Christmas night, Princess Night. You know,
and the awesome thing about specifically Disney cruises is that you rotate the restaurant. So if you're in a 3-day cruise, you're gonna eat in a restaurant every night in a different restaurant, and you're not gonna repeat it.
Right. So that's pretty nice. It's like every day you're gonna try a new, and even when it's longer, you know, you get to try new foods, even if it's the same restaurant. But here, you're gonna get a new experience every single.
And it's not gonna feel repetitive because you've never been to that restaurant.
Right. And then even with the activities during the day, like you're not gonna be able to do everything in the first 24 hours, to be honest. And then since there is, you know, we'll get into it, there is an island day. You're pretty much only gonna have 2 days. For being able to go on everything inside the boat. So pretty much you're gonna have a full day of new. Yeah,
and like I remember our last day on the ship for the first cruise that we went, we were still discovering stuff. Like we were discovering stuff that we never been to that alley. We never been to that alley. And even on the 8-day cruise, we were like, wait a minute. This whole part is here?
Yeah, definitely the first time we were on a 3-night cruise, we were like, wait, we did not take advantage of this. Like we actually missed a few things. So definitely if you're gonna take a 3-day cruise, we recommend try to explore as much as you can. I know it's in a short period, but that's the great thing. It's kind of like you're gonna be doing something all the time because it's a short period with a big old boat.
Yeah, enjoy the pool, enjoy everything, but also definitely take advantage of how massive this not only a Disney cruise, any cruise. The cruises are huge nowadays.
No, definitely.
So there's definitely so many places to go to. And another thing is that you do get a stop, and for Disney cruises in the Bahamas, you get to stop in a private island. And if I need to sell you a private island even more, I don't know what to say.
Yes.
It's an amazing island. If you don't like dealing with the locals trying to sell you, trying to pull you to this. Hey, come here, come here, come here. Well, on the Disney cruise, on the Disney private island, you don't have to deal with that. It's only cast members in the island. All the activities are there for the taking, and you just relax. Food's free. The drinks are free. I mean, except for the alcohol. Ice cream is for free. You can snorkel for free if you bring your own equipment.
There's actual excursions that you can do out on the island. So the private island alone is just amazing. We've said this before, you can go on that private island and not spend a penny.
Yes.
But if you want to, you can have some new merchandise that they only have there exclusively, and then also some excursions. Yeah, and some excursions as well, like even as small, or I would say something on the smaller side would be like renting out a bike and going all around the island, to getting a jet ski, you know what I mean? So, and
you don't have to rent your chairs or your hammocks or like, everything's there for you guys. Like,
so if you're a first timer, or if you're trying to see if this 3-day cruise is worth it, you're thinking, am I gonna be 72 hours just on the boat? No. You end up on the best private island.
Yes.
Just saying, you end up on the private island where you don't need to spend an extra dime, and you get to relax and enjoy and the water is really beautiful. So at least the times we've gone.
Oh my God. Yes.
Right? Would there be I don't know. So the water is beautiful. You get to relax, feel like you're in this like real.
You're in paradise.
Yeah, paradise. Escape.
And the barbecue food is amazing.
Yes, so I would say that I like that little touch to it, because it's kind of like, okay, I get to miss the boat for a day and go and do these things and explore and get to meet more people. So
and another reason that a short time cruise obviously is the budget.
Right.
The budget is gonna be a lot smaller than a long day cruise, although we think it's worth it going on longer cruises. Definitely the 3-day cruise is affordable, doesn't take too much of your time off of work, and it's just an amazing experience. Like I could go on a 3-day cruise every month if I wanted. If I could. Like, to be honest, I love it that much, because it's like a sprint vacation. Everything's new, or you're excited.
Yeah.
And it's you're not gonna get tired. To be honest, on our 8-day cruise, towards the end, we're like, oh man.
Yeah, it felt like a marathon.
It felt like we were getting tired of being on vacation.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a bad thing, it's just we were doing so much.
We went all out like right away. So we're learning still on those time frames. But with the 3-day cruise, what's really worth it is like, if your budget is, hey, this is how much I'm spending on this vacation, you're probably going to be able to fit in a 3-day versus an 8-day. You know what I mean? Even though Enrique has calculated, like, okay, well, with an 8-day spread out, it makes sense. You're spending more.
Less per day, but in reality, you're spending less on the 3-day, the total money amount.
So he's saying, like, what's worth it in a way. But I feel like, if your budget is under $4,000, under $5,000, I don't know, it depends on how many rooms and how many people you guys have. But let's say your budget's only $3,500. There you go. Like that will be your vacation.
And that's what's amazing about the cruises. It's like whatever you pay, that's it. You don't gotta pay anything extra, except for the gratuity. So that's a great way to stay on budget. It's a short weekend vacation, and you get to enjoy with your family in this private island.
And like we said, the private island can be completely free if you choose to make it. So then that fits in your budget. If you're less on the boat with the stores and the merchandise, you're probably gonna spend less, because you're gonna have either somebody or your children not begging for more. So that's pretty nice. It's kind of like, okay, they're not as tempted to keep purchasing because we're on a short period.
Just stay away from the middle floors.
You'll see where the shopping centers are.
I think it's the 4th or 5th floor.
It's usually the middle floor, huh?
Yeah. So just stay on the top, go to the restaurant.
Go on the outside elevators and go down. No, so and then with the food as well, I mean, like, I also would say, we haven't done this, but eventually we're going to try it one day. Really, we're going to do it for review. I just want to review it, because I think we can go the rest of our lives without doing it. But there is some higher scale restaurants.
Oh, yeah. There's 2 restaurants you can pay for.
Yeah.
It's just, we really enjoy the rotation of the restaurants. And the menu also rotates. So just because you're on an 8-day cruise and you went to Animator's Palette twice, doesn't mean you get the same menu.
But I was gonna put like, okay, even with the 3-day, like you can upscale it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Like,
and you can have brunch.
Yeah,
you can, there's plenty of options.
But I'm saying like also like if somebody's like, you know what, I went not the cheaper route, but let's say I put the budget here up front, 3,500, let's just say. But my budget was actually $4,000. Like I'm gonna upscale a little bit. Like
go to the spa, get a treatment.
Oh yeah, go to the spa. You can go and get your hair, nails done. You can get a facial. You can get your beard cleaned up. You can get your hair done, makeup done.
Anything.
There's literally massages, couples massage. There's so much. So like, if your budget was like not completely, you know, taken out with the upfront, you can still upscale. So I like that because with the 3-day, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna treat myself. Like, yeah, it's a short period, so I'm just gonna treat myself and go all out. So you could do that too.
So that's all the reasons we think it's
worth it.
It's worth it. To us, it's worth like it's almost the perfect time to be on a cruise. I think 5-day is the perfect time. It's a sweet spot right there. But definitely for first timers, or if you're just curious, or if you think it's gonna be too much Disney on your face, which is not.
It's not, yeah.
It's not at all. I would definitely try the 3-day one.
Yeah, and then there's definitely lots of night things for adults or night events.
Yeah, during the day.
There's a club, there's, and then there's like a bar, there's wine tasting, whiskey tasting.
There's not Disney on your face.
No. So even if you're like, you know what? I wanted to do something with me and my wife, but I want to take the kids. Sorry. Oh, bonus. The addition to why it's worth it. And again, we're becoming parents, so maybe we'll see this
free
in the future.
daycare.
Yes, it's well, they don't call it that.
We usually don't mention it because we haven't used it. Free daycare.
Bonus. Hello. Excuse me. Your kids are going to be entertained so much.
They have more activities for the kids than for
They really do. They really do. But I mean, if you have your kids entertained, taken care of, supervised, like I'm talking about, they actually have cast, but the cast members are there to be like, hey, let me make this kid's memories. Like, then you go
and create your own memories.
And go and do your own thing with your honey or not, whatever. So I think that would be a bonus. Is the fact that you actually have like.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Free daycare except for nurseries.
Because I'm sure at a different cruise, like they might have kids activities, but I'm talking about on Disney, it's from wake up to shut, like close, right? Like open.
And
close.
they have it by ages, so they're not grouping the 5-year-olds with the 14-year-olds.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
but
so we definitely think it's worth it. Go try it out. And if you guys got any more questions about the cruises, hit us up. We answer every comment you guys put out there. So thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell your mama, your daddy, your cousin, everybody about our channel.
Sugar daddy.
And keep showing some love. Take it easy.